The couple stopped by a gas station before heading home. 4 minutes later, they arrived home, and Thomas began to pull into his garage, but asked Sharon to get out of the car before he drove in. As he entered the garage, Sharon walked inside the house towards the master bedroom. At around 8:30 p.m., Michael Miller stepped out of the bathroom and shot Sharon in the head. Thomas then walked inside, and instead of freaking out or rushing to save Sharon, he walked over to Michael and shook his hand. Miller then took off his ski mask to relax, but walked towards the garage to leave. But as he turned his back, Thomas followed him into the garage and fired shot after shot into Michael's head and back, killing him instantly. Shortly after, Thomas then called the police and attempted to give CPR to Sharon until they arrived. The thing is, the phone call didn't come through until 8:45 p.m. The cops were able to speak to one of his neighbors, Mark, who heard the gunshots and was able to help them figure out exactly when it all happened. Mark told them that it must have been around 8:30, and sure enough, they were able to look through his phone records and find the exact moment was about 8:33 p.m. It took 12 minutes for Tom to call 911, but he told detectives on the scene that he didn't wait longer than 2 or 3 minutes. On top of that, in a short interview that night, he told officers that he hadn't heard a gunshot.
Did you ever hear any shots?
I didn't hear anything, but I'm really deaf.
But on the 911 call, he told dispatchers this.
Is he alone?
Yes, well, as far as I know, I didn't. I just heard shot.
He'd been caught in 2 lies now, and while they may seem inconsequential, they actually opened the doors to a giant web of deceit and fake stories and set the cops firmly on his tail. So much so that they decide to schedule another interview a few days later, asking Thomas to walk them through the murder scene and detailing exactly what went down. Quickly, you'll notice exactly how narcissistic and downright insane Thomas is, as it becomes clear that he's lying every step of the way, and he's loving every second of it.
Give us your name and then explain to us what your understanding is of what we're going to do here.
My name is Tom Randolph. My date of birth is 2255, and it's my understanding we're doing a walkthrough of the house, kind of a reenactment of what happened last Thursday.
It's your desire to come out here and do this for us, right, so that we can get an understanding of what was going on?
It's my desire, not my desire, but I'm cooperating with you.
Before they've even started the walkthrough, it's obvious that Tom is extremely high in this interview, and he even admitted it himself later on. Remember, this is just a couple days after his wife died, and it doesn't seem like he's going to take it seriously at all.
The driveway, about when I start to make the curve, about there we start opening the door up. So she gets out, closes the door. She goes on in, starts walking in. I give her a little bit of head start to get to the door. She's going in the house about right now.
Okay.
Well, I actually start shutting the door as I get in. I would have already shut the door. It would have been coming down as I start getting out. This is it, just coming on in the house. Now this door was closed. I open it up. I get right here and Sharon's laying in the floor, face down. Her head's just barely in the bedroom, if that. I said, Sharon! Sharon!
Up until this point, everything is pretty much accurate and believable, but now things will slowly start to differ. He realizes Sharon's been hurt, but instead of rushing to help her or see what's wrong, he says that he stops, props open the garage door, and considers going to find a neighbor. But there is something that manages to catch his attention.
And about right here, when I was like this, I was trying to kind of get a view. I thought I just seen like a shadow or something over this way. And I remembered that there's the 9mm right up here, because earlier I'd taken all my guns, put them in a suitcase, was going to take them to Utah and switch the guns around. I reached right up here, got the gun, and as I got the gun, there's also an extra clip. There's a few up there, but I got the gun and the clip, and I'd already started to run, and then I just reached up just like that, grabbed it, stuck it in my pocket, came around just like that, and about that time he's right up on me. Just right up on me, and we actually touched right about here. Coming out, I was actually going to try to be slow, and look out, but it just happened too quickly. Came up, and he kind of banged into me, bit my mouth or something, trying to say something like, what the f***? But he was doing something, going for something. And as we got up in here, and he kind of rushed up on me a little bit, and that's when I just pushed him, boom, 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 and he started going out toward the shed.
It feels as though Tom is performing this to detectives.